Good morning to everyone. I'm Jessica from Alten Italia, and today I'm here with my colleague in order to present our company, Alten Group. We want to give you a general overview of our company, and at the end of the presentation, we will be glad to answer to all of your questions. Alten is a consulting company that was born in France 30 years ago. And now we work with more than 3,000 of clients in 28 countries. Our business lines are engineering and technology consulting and IT information technologies and network services. As I told you before, we work in 28 countries, not only in Europe, but also in America, Asia, and Asia. We are also proud to underline that 51 of our clients belongs to the top 100 clients of Forbes. And we can say that Alten is a tailor-made company because, as you can see from this slide, we organized in around 5 levels of commitment in order to meet customer needs. So we provide different types of consulting services in order to satisfy the needs and requests of our client. As you can see, in the last years, we are in a strong process of growth, and this growth isn't referred only to our numbers, so the clients' numbers, but also to our headcount, because since 2013, our staff has undergone a significant increase. In the slide, you can find more details, specific details regarding the numbers of our organic, but I want to go ahead because I want to speak about our two main business. The 80% of the group revenue is dedicated to R&D, design and conception, process and manufacturing engineer, but also to software development and IT application, network architecture and support. The other 20% of our revenue is dedicated to Alten niche solution. In the next slide, you can see some example of the solutions. Okay, please go ahead. Here there is a summary of our business sector. They are 5: aerospace, defense and security, automotive and rail, but also naval, energy and life sciences, IT services and finance, and telecommunication and media. Every sector, please go ahead. Every sector has different and specific customers. Here you can find some example. For example, in automotive and rail, you can find PSA, Renault, Volvo, Volkswagen, but also Alstom for the rail sector. Okay, please go ahead. Here, as I told you before, we are working in different countries. Here there is a map of them. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, there is a summary. Before leaving the stage to my colleague Veronica, I want to speak about our way of managing projects. Alten is involved with several customers and has collected significant lessons learned regarding the project management through close customer partnership. In fact, here you can find our delivery framework. We start from the needs of the customer, of our clients. And the first step is a kickoff meeting where our business meet the client in order to understand their needs and requests. The second phase is the delivery. That is the most important phase, because here is the phase in which we organize and work in order to give and provide to the client real and concrete solutions to their problems or to their requests. And in the end, there is the performance and improvement phase. that we think that is really important for our and customer satisfaction. Alten has a very strong focus on improvement and continuous training, as you can see or in the next slide. Because here we explain that we are very focused on skills identification and management, but to my colleague Veronica will explain it better in the next slide. Here you can find some example, the certification of Top Employer 2021, but also the certification ISO 27001 that recently also Italy has achieved. Okay, I leave the stage to my colleague Veronica.
Thank you, Jessica. Good morning to everyone. I'm Veronica and I work in engineering field in Alten, and I'm very happy to be here with us. Okay, I will give you an overview about Alten in Italy. We are present in 10 different locations, starting from Milan, Brescia, and to Napoli and Bari. You can go ahead. Okay, I will give you some data about Alten. Alten was founded in Italy in 2004 and is composed by two legal entities, Alten Italia SPA and Positec SRL, that is a company that we acquired some years ago. Alten is a company, an organization that is mainly focused to ensure the maximum satisfaction of the client. We are very focused on customer satisfaction, and we work in two principal fields, in consulting, in information technology consulting, and in the engineering sector. Okay. In this slide, I will give you an overview about our turnover in 2019. We are in different sectors, in different business sector. The first of this business sector in which we are involved is the banking and insurance field, in which we are 30% of our turnover. At the second place, we can find automotive, in which we have 19% of our turnover, and at third place, aerospace and defense with 12% of our turnover. Then we can find also industry, multimedia and electronics, telecom, energy, life science, rail and naval. No, sorry, go back one sec. Okay. We can find also an overview about our project evolution, starting from 2012 with 585 projects active, up to 2019, in which we can achieve 1,741 projects we were active. Okay, we can go ahead. Okay. In this slide, I talk with you about our international mobility plan. We have an international mobility plan for all the consultants that works in Alten, and after 2 years that a consultant beyond to Alten can request for an international mobility plan. So we have a site and location in 28 different countries, and every consultant can ask to be relocated in one of our country. Okay, this is the certification Top Employer that Alten achieved in 2020, but also in 2021. And for us is very important because it's a certification that the company achieve when some results are achieved. Results in terms of leadership development path that we offer to our consultant, about talent strategy that also we offer to our consultant, learning and development path, and onboarding strategy that we offer for the newcomers that join Alten. Okay. Now I will talk with you about Alten Italia Academy. You can go ahead. Okay. In Alten Italia, we have some different academy that every consultant that works in Italy can join. One of the most important is the International Requirements Engineering Board, and in Italy we are the only company that can offer this type of certification. Another important certification that our consultant can achieve is the PMI, the certification about project management that is very important for us and very required at the moment. Okay, we can go ahead. Okay, we can have an overview about our certification. We are also partner with Microsoft because our consultant utilize some Microsoft technology, and we have a competence center in our site, in our location, about Microsoft technologies. Okay, now we can speak about engineering division that that division I belong to. Okay. In engineering division, we work in a different field like automotive, railway, automation, aerospace, defense, and security. Okay, we cover different type of role and position. In this slide, we can see the mainly role and position that we have in this type of division. So in the engineering division, for example, we have software engineering, hardware engineering, firmware, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, PLC, SCADA, and PLC. Okay, we can go ahead. In this slide, we can see our laboratory. This is a SCADA laboratory in which we can see our consultant that works on a SCADA technologies, works in activities that regards executive and constructive project development, verification and validation activity, and installation activity. Okay, in this slide, we can see an automotive laboratory that our consultant works on test automation for the validation of the infotainment for the client as Ferrari, Maserati, Lamborghini, and works also on development and validation of HMI, human machine interface. Also works in a system engineering field with some activities, for example, development of embedded system. Okay, this is an automation laboratory that we utilize above all in our division, in our automation division. And in this type of laboratory, we work with SCADA, PLC, PC, and motion control. The last but not the least, we can find embedded laboratory. In the embedded laboratory, our consultant works on embedded real system software in this different type of activity like design and development of embedded real system. Okay, now I leave the floor to my colleagues, Valerio, that can talk about IT division.
Hi everyone, I'll talk about the IT division now. Our division works mostly in 6 fields: banking, gaming, finance, entertainment, and gambling. We have, in this slide, we can see some of our positions that our consultant can fill. Here are the most used technologies in Alten. We have the opportunity in Java, .NET, the whole Microsoft Word, so also Navision, BMC, testing, test automation, and of course everything with agile methodologies of work. We also have some opportunities for developing mobile apps, both natives, hybrid, iOS, Android, everything in this field. As we said before, we have the competence center for Microsoft, BMC, and .NET. We work also with Microsoft Navision and CRM. We have some big opportunity in data mining, data analysis, business analysis, and PMO, as we said before. Then we have our life science division. They search mostly for profile in software developing in medical devices, biomedical field, cosmetics, nutritional, biotechnology, and pharmaceutical. As you can see here, they have the CSV, engineering, compliance, IT solutions, CSO activity. Then last but not the least, we have the Telco and Media division, the telecommunication division. They have, these are the job opportunity that they are searching for. Most of them are Java, embedded developing, TLC engineer, hardware and software developing, and again, of course, testing and test automation. Some of our clients can be Vodafone, Wind, or TIM. Here I leave the stage again to Veronica.
Okay, you can go ahead. Okay, then we can talk about our recruitment process. Okay, our recruitment process starts with a first contact between a recruiter and a candidate. The recruitment offers to a candidate a position, and if the candidate is interested in this position and if is there an alignment with the position and the candidate, we can schedule a first interview between the candidate and the business manager. In this interview, the business manager asks to candidate our path, our university and working background, and explain better in detail the position that we offer to the candidate. If also this step will be positive, we proceed to the next and the last step. So the qualification meeting. The qualification meeting is a technical interview in which our client or our consultant talk with the candidate and verify the competence that the candidate has. And in this case, when this step is won, the qualification meeting is won, we can hire the consultant, the candidate, and the consultant start with the project. Okay, we can go ahead. Okay, we can offer some different type of contract and a career path. We can start with a junior position with an internship that lasts from 3 or 6 months. Then the internship will be transformed or in a permanent contract or in apprenticeship. It depends on the type of the profile, obviously. Okay. Now in this slide, we can see the career steps that are expected in the Alten career. We can start with junior consultant, that is the first position, then follow with experienced consultant, executive consultant, specialist consultant level 1, and specialist consultant level 2. Okay. In this slide, we can see always the career path, but for the position that are sales-oriented, like the business manager. In this case, we can start with junior business manager, follow with business manager, experienced business manager, coach business manager, senior manager, and manager director. This is the last step. Okay. How can you find us? You can find us from different channels like our sites, our LinkedIn with our LinkedIn profile, on Monster, and also on other channels. Okay, now I leave the floor to my colleagues.
Hello, everyone. My name is Matilde. I'm Italian, but I live in France. So I'm going to introduce you a little bit more what we could propose for those who are interested also in some experiences abroad. So I'm calling you specifically, I'm talking from for what concerns Sofia Antipolis. So it's where I'm based and where Anaïs is based as well. She's going to talk after me. So Sofia Antipolis, for those who don't know, is one of the biggest technopole in Europe. It's located in the southeast of France, so not far away from the Italian border. It's between Nice and Cannes, and it's a technopole that counts more than 35,000 people working there. So maybe you can go to the following slide. Thanks. So here is a map to see where we are located. This technopole is really focused on IT. So my colleague talks about all the kind of engineering profiles that we are searching for. In Sofia Antipolis, it will be mostly for software engineering, computer science engineering, because this is really an IT technopole. Can you, merci. So this is a slide to explain you why you should choose to come in Sofia Antipolis. So maybe you're interested in doing an experience abroad. We are in a very international environment, so you don't have to worry if you don't speak French. You will find people coming from all over the Europe and the world. There are more than 20 nationalities in the Alten Sofia Antipolis agency. A second reason is that here you would find what is called the technical direction of software factory of Alten France. So as we are really the point, the most important agency in national level for IT, we have the possibility to have an expertise of people, of engineers here. So you could have the possibility to learn from them and to work for some important clients, also for projects that are not directly based in our local clients in Sofia Antipolis, but a little bit everywhere in France. And in Sofia Antipolis, we have also one of the most important innovation lab of Alten. You can go to the following slide, please. So, okay, there's a slide less, so it's not a problem. So yes, Alten has 4 different laboratories of innovation in France, Toulouse, Rennes, Paris, and Sofia Antipolis. So if you are interested in doing some internships for the end of your studies, don't hesitate to send us your CV. The internship we propose are in the field of machine learning, artificial intelligence, and data engineering. You would find some job description on the webpage of the Politecnico di Torino. And we also have, of course, some internship for software development. I leave the Anaïs explain you a little bit more about the opportunities for permanent contract that we could have after your graduation.
Hi, everyone. So here is, can you switch the slide, please? Thank you very much. So here's a little focus on our main client and the kind of open position that we can offer. As you can see, we are present in many different sectors, and we are actively looking for software development engineers, business analysts, QA, DevOps, cloud engineers, data engineers, and also UX and UI developers. So you will see more details in the job offer that we have posted on the forum platform. Would you mind to switch? Thank you. So as we can imagine that most of you don't speak French, it's not a problem because one of our main clients is an English speaking client. Can you go back, please? I'm sorry. Thank you very much. Is English speaking client. So the name is Amadeus. What do they do? Basically, Amadeus is a B2B company, and their core business is to connect the providers. So for example, Air France, Lufthansa, to the distributors of flight. So for example, Skyscanner. So let's imagine that you have to book a ticket on Skyscanner for your holidays. Well, the fact that you can see all the different flights and compare it is thanks to basically the software developed by Amadeus. Okay, can you switch? Thank you. So at the end, why would you join us? So you would have, first of all, the possibility of a permanent contract of 36 hours of work per week and 35 days of holidays per year. You would also be followed all along your career. You can do some trainings, you can pass some certifications. Obviously, everything will be paid by the company. And obviously, you can also meet a lot of people coming from all around the world. You can also help us developing the relationship with your ex-universities and schools. And you can even learn French thanks to the free French classes that we provide. Can you switch? Thank you. So if you are interested, guys, do not hesitate to book an appointment or on the forum platform or even on our email address. Thank you very much, guys. So, Quentin, it's
Yes.
your turn.
Yes. Next slide, please. Yes. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. So I'm
Quentin
going
is from the international office in Sofia Antipolis.
Yes. So I'm Quentin, international recruiter for Alten International. So I work on an international department with.
You can go ahead, Quentin, I think.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. So, okay, it's okay. Okay, so yeah, so I'm Quentin, international business recruiter. So I work with different agencies of Alten across the world in different area, like in Europe, in America, sometimes a little bit in Asia, but mainly in Europe and America. So today I'm going to present you the different opportunities that we can have in Europe, because in America we work with Canada or United States, but to make visa, you need to have maybe 3 or 4 years of experience. So I think it would maybe complicated for the people on the Zoom meeting. So next slide, please. Yes, thank you. So we have different agencies in Europe, in France, Germany, Belgium. So for the France, we can have different opportunities in different fields of engineering. For example, in Toulouse, more focus on the aeronautic part, aerospace. We work with different customers, with like Thales or Airbus, for example. We have a lot of projects with Airbus in different departments. We can say in Toulouse there is 4 big departments, like the maintenance department, management department related to project manager, PMO, also IT department. They have strong at the moment related to full stack engineers, and also a part related to customer services, production, manufacturing. So if you speak English, it's okay. French is not mandatory. For some projects, yes, but in general, if you speak English, it's okay. In Grenoble, it's more focused on the IT part with some skills in C, C++, for different kind of project in the medical field, sometimes related to different projects. And in Paris, different kind of field in the automotive sector, railway, IT. In the IT, it's more focused on the banking and insurance field with different customers like Société Générale, BNP Paribas, for example. They have different needs for people who have some skills in Java, .NET, C++. Also on the telecommunication area. And there is also sometimes some project related to the energy sector, more focused on the nuclear part. And at the moment, I know that they have open position on the nuclear sector for junior profile, but you need to speak French. Next slide, please. Okay, so for Germany, there is different agency. Some agencies on the north and other agency on the south of Germany. So on the north is more related to the automotive and aerospace sector. For the aerospace, it would be close to Hamburg because we work with Airbus. And the automotive sector, it would be around Wolfsburg, Braunschweig, Hanover, like different customers like ZF Group or Volkswagen. And they have different needs, but it's open for the automotive and aerospace sector. You can, if you have some knowledge as a quality engineer, you can work on the automotive sector and aerospace sector. You just need to have maybe some knowledge related to APAP, APQP, PPAP, stuff like that. Also some knowledge related to AD report. Also for the south of Germany, different area automotive, aerospace, rail. For the rail, it's more located in maybe Stuttgart or Frankfurt. There are some projects with Thales for different kind of position, requirements engineer, railway signaling engineer, functional safety engineer. We can find this kind of position also in the automotive sector with different customers, of course. They have also some needs for embedded software developers with some skills in C++. See, also a good knowledge of AutoSAR can be a plus. For the south of Germany, if you speak English, it's okay. German is not mandatory, but for the north, it's mandatory. Next slide, please. Okay. So in Belgium, we have different needs in different fields once again, but mainly in the railway sector with different customers. I think the biggest in Belgium is Alten. So we can have different needs for V&V engineers, system engineering. They have strong needs at the moment. So it's open for different kind of experience. If you're junior, maybe 2 years, it's okay. Even if you have an internship. We can have also some project on the nuclear part sometimes. More related to the radioactive waste solution, and in the automotive sector, at the moment it's new, so we will have a better visibility in January, but they have a different position to work in the automotive sector, sometimes with Toyota, in different field and production, project manager, mechanical engineers. So they have a different kind of position. So the last slide, please. So we can have also some VIE opportunity. It's different kind of eligibility. You need to be between 18 years and 28 years old. You need to be a European citizen. Also, it depends on your experience. For example, if you have more than 1 year, it will be for 2 months. And if you are less than 1 year of experience, it would be for 18 months. It's a French contract, and the goal is to boost the international career of young engineer. So if you don't have any experience, but you want to try an international opportunity, it can be a good opportunity also. So I think it's finished for my side.
And I think there's a question, Quentin, I think you're the best one to answer it.
Yeah.
In the chat, yes.
Yeah, just, yeah.
Okay. You can also respond to everyone if you want to read the question.
Okay, so for the urban division, there is some group for health, telemedicine, or software design for medical application. For this side, I think it would be complicated at the moment. We don't have any opportunity related to this field, related to the medical application. The only opportunity will be related to maybe C++, and for robotic arms, but for e-health and telemedicine, I don't know.
Okay. So thank you everyone for your time. Don't hesitate to join all of us on the platform of Politecnico di Torino, and we hope to talk to all of you.
Thanks everyone for your attention.
Bye.
Thanks everyone. Bye.
Thanks, bye.